everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are finishing this mod. I don't even care. It's being finished today. I do not care anymore. That is the plan. Okay? And so that's what we're gonna do. Let's just important to move. Cool. So we're gonna finish this mod today. The ship just needs to be bigger. We need more engines on it. I think what I'm going to do is spend a little bit of time trying to get the streamline nature done and also trying to get factory spaceship completed. That is what we're up to today. And then if we can get fast enough, then we can win this. And then we can start on the next modding project. Which will be quite exciting. I'm really quite looking forward to that. I feel like those need to be there and those need to be there. I don't know if that's quite right. What the game? What the game is a very different thing to host. Listen, am I supposed to talk about a board game or am I supposed to talk about my shirt? I don't know what's going on anymore. What the game? Yeah, what the game are you playing? My goodness. Anyway, in all seriousness, what's on my shirt today? On my shirt today is the... on the right camera. Is Visit Outer Space. And there's a cat that just looks like he's having the best time. Look at him. He's just flying through space having the gosh darn best time of his life. I like this shirt. Yeah, it's Visit Me Outer Space. I like it because it's both space and a cat. And so that's a win by my books. No matter how you look at it. Alright, so let's just keep on going through space. We are almost back to Calidus. That's good. And we're probably going to take the antimatter power out of these. Like now, because I just don't think they need that much antimatter power. We're not going that fast anymore. Probably need a little bit more power, but that's okay. We'll sort that out when we get there. We probably get a lot more power if we just turn the disco ball off. Turn the disco ball off, that'll help. And there's plenty of heat in the system. Shouldn't really be a problem. Yeah, I like this shirt a lot. It's a nice shirt. Got a good cat. Anyways. Gonna let it keep counting down and see where we go. So as I said, the next plan is try and increase integrity because I can't really go that much faster on what we've got. Unless we get factory spaceship up, which is really not even researching that fast right now, which is distressing. It looks like because I've since turned it off. Okay, well if I turn it back on again, it should get things together. And the Terror of the Skies is still coming through. Awesome. And the ship's still coming along. It's nice. I like these engines. I wonder if it could be like slightly better done. If I like move them down another notch. And then we could fit more engines in the same sort of space. And I was looking at how Valdec did it, and I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I think it's the best plan. So we're going to change the engines around a little bit just to get them a little bit tighter compacted. So move these all back like one notch and go from there. We'll wait till we land. So that's the plan. We're going to go for streamline nature and we're going to see if we can make that bit a little bit better. But then I just don't know if it's going to launch because I think we just don't have enough structural integrity, which is going to continuously be the problem, which is not great. Oh, it looks like one of the engines was hit too. We need to get that sorted out. Okay, we're probably going through an asteroid belt now, which is why only 2 of the engines are going. That's fine, they'll do that. So what I think the plan is we're going to rip off the whole front of the ship. We've already ripped off the back of the ship. The only part of the ship I'm happy with is the middle power generation part. I don't know what that says about anything, but that is the part I'm happy with. I mean, streamlined nature of 78% is not bad. It just needs to be a bit faster. I don't know really if we can go much faster where we're at the moment. So that's just what we're left with. We're at 291. If we take off this, are we still at 291? Yeah, we are. Oh, we might as well put it back on again. It's not like it's hurting anyone. Those in there. That's Valdak's engines. See, Valdak hasn't going down one, so he connects them just behind the engine, which is actually a pretty clever idea. So we will do something like that. I believe that's probably the best way to do anything. The engines have all turned on, which means we must be almost at the end. And if we get a few more engines in a slightly smaller space, that would be good. We're also going to need to get more water. We're going to need to get a few things. Power is absolutely fine now that we're not trying to power the disco ball. The disco ball does take a lot of power. As disco balls often do. I mean, I'm not teaching you anything new about disco balls. You already know they take a lot of power. You know, no one really understands how disco balls work, only that they do. How are we going? We must be there in a moment. Yep. Okay, so the plan here is we're going to rip the whole front of the ship off, and then we're going to sort of do a curve of some sort and hope that that needs to be connected. Okay, cool. Anchor to novice orbit. It does have a place it's supposed to live, but it doesn't ever really go there anymore. Probably because the clamp isn't just the worst place. Okay. So, what do we want to do? We want to fix the front of the ship and the back of the ship. That seems reasonable. That seems like two reasonable places to fix. And just because Twitch is going to be incredibly slow, the game's going to be incredibly slow if I don't close Twitch, I kind of have to do that. Okay. What we're going to do is just put it one more down. A little bit to the side. Something like this. But not necessarily that. Like that. Yeah, and then that goes like that. So you can save a little bit of room on the engines. Then you can move that one to the side. I mean, hell, it's almost wondering if you don't just rip everything apart. Yeah, look, let's rip everything up. I was going to say let's request a bunch of flooring, but we've already got a bunch of flooring. And then we'll rip up any of the empty space that we have. Okay, so the first one we know, we put that there. No one's asking any questions about that, everyone gets that. The next one's got to go right here. And for that to actively work, we need to put that there. Which that works as well. But then this one, and see here's where it starts getting a bit tricky. This one's got to go right here. But now that's got no fuel. Which is the absolute worst of wars. And we'll make that one go down as well. We might have integrity problems with doing this. I'll rephrase that, we'll definitely have integrity problems doing this, but that's okay. I'm not too fussed. In fact, what we will do is put it down like that. So that way we actually can have a consistent setup. If there's one thing I vaguely like, it's a consistent setup. I vaguely like it. I don't love it, but, you know, I do have to continue being some sort of agent of chaos. I'm not actually allowed to stop ever doing that. I checked my contract this morning. Said if Seif ever stops being an agent of chaos, he's just not allowed. I was like, okay. It's just right there in the fine print, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of these walls for a moment. Don't worry about it. The walls will return. The walls will return Captain America Winter Soldier. Gonna put tiles in. I kind of wish I hadn't done it that way. Can I just do it like this? Probably. If I do that... Can't help but notice that didn't exactly work. I can't quite figure out why. Probably because I messed it up. Probably the logical reason of how... Oh, I see, because I didn't put enough corner on it. Okay. That's my fault, I suppose. Oops, nope. But yes, this will allow a lot more engines and a much smaller engine. Not engine, a much smaller X zone. X axis, if you will. Not an X zone. An X zone's not a thing. We're just making up words now. It's not allowed, and we all know it. Okay. Let me put walls there. I mean, we've well gone over our a lot of space, but I mean, look how much space we've created now. It's amazing. Very impressed. Do that. That gives us a bit more space. Do that. Do the other way. Good. But I'm pretty sure we've gone well over the space we're allowed to have. But how many engines do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 engines. Well, that's what we started with. But they are all 100 engines now. Integrity is probably well over. It's actually not. It hasn't. Wait. Invalid. No, it's an invalid ship. It doesn't count. Where is invalid? Oh, it's invalid everywhere. Okay, well that's not helpful, game. Invalid everywhere is not actually an option. Oh. It's not invalid. Oh, I see. Is it invalid because of these little bits? We need to put walls in here? Like in the corners? I'm going to put corner walls in. That should be alright. Now, how's it feel? And now the problem is, now the problem is the hull stress is just too damn high. We knew that was coming though. Which is why we're trying to get research done. That timer is still ticking down. What is that on about? Who knows? Alright, so... Now the goal is to... Oh, we've got 82. Goal is to remove the front of the ship. And see what we can do to get that integrity up to 100. Out of curiosity... I haven't done anything yet. This part's not causing any hull issues, is it? Like streamline issues? Shouldn't be, but no, it's not. Okay. Let's tear the whole front of the ship off. Since we're not really worried about space too much just yet, we're just going to do this. Everything to the north of that is just getting ripped off. Good. So now my integrity is probably worse than ever before. In fact, it may not even count it now. Yeah, it does. It doesn't know. It doesn't know what's going on. I've been there, ship. I've been there. So where's the middle of the ship? I'd say the middle of the ship is right here. Right where that water tank is. That makes sense. So if we were to sort of do a thing, going... Let's just go straight diagonal for a little bit. See how that looks. I have a funny feeling that's not going to be enough, but you know, you never know unless you try. Okay, so we've got some sort of pointy nose. As we all know, a pointy nose is the very essence of pointiness. That's where you want to be in life. You want to have the pointiest nose possible. That, as usual, is not an opinion, that is an absolute fact. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to pointy noses. Somehow. We've gotten rid of all the speed holes for now. Oh, not all of them, I suppose. Some of the speed holes. Streamline is 82, which means it needs to be more streamlined. It needs to be a pointier boy. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this. We can either... What if we did this? I mean, pointy, pointy, pointy. That. Let's make it a bit pointier there. And a bit pointier there. Wow, it's majestic. So majestic. Question is, does this increase the integrity at all? The answer may surprise you. The answer may surprise me as well. So, not the integrity. Integrity's gone to hell. 82.24. No, okay, so that did help. Why are you still steaming away over there, guys? What are you doing? Crimes, probably, if I say guess. I mean, it's my ship, of course it's doing crimes. Literally can't be helped. Uh, 92.52. It didn't help. I was a little bit afraid of that. My hull stress is also quite high, but that's alright. Why is it high? I would reckon, if anything, it's probably because of these bits at the side. A couple of bits here that if we... Let's try this. $92.52. Has that helped at all? Nope. Get rid of it then. If it doesn't help you, get rid of it. How about this bit? I'm really just throwing things together and hoping that's how integrity works. Not integrity, streamline. 92.52. 97.44. That did actually help. Interesting. The problem is still, though, that may have helped, but until we get the integrity sorted out, we're not going to achieve anything. Because we're still 200 over our integrity. Okay, let's just do that so we can fit another shield. Because let's be honest, if we don't have enough shields here, it's going to be noticed very quickly. And I'd prefer not to notice that we've run out of shields at the worst possible time. Because that's typically when you do realize that you've got shielding problems. But shields exist. And that is a true and not made up statement. Shields do exist. Probably do need more shields in the bottom layer, but I'll probably need to expand this out for power, because 6 gigawatts is only really enough to sustain the front. So how are we going with science? I see that has improved slightly. My FIs have gone absolutely nuts as usual. Can't say I'm too surprised, because they usually do go nuts. But let's just try something. Let's take these and just grab every FI we see. Meanwhile, let's see if we can speed up the belts. Wonder if I go Arcosphere. There is other Arcospheres just chilling out, which shouldn't be. Interesting. Epsilons, apparently some of those exist. Concerning. No, this isn't what we need to be doing right now. There'll probably be one of these things that had... Nope. Never mind, I don't really have a plan for that. I thought there'd be the Arcospheres in here and I'd find them easily, but no. Okay. We have run out of Cryonite once more. Hey Bigop, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. The countdown clock? Oh yeah, look at that. There's a countdown clock there. What the shirt, Steve? Today we're playing What the Shirt because it was confusing when Toast said it, so what the shirt. Today's shirt is a nice one. I like this one. It's Visit Me Outer Space, and it's got a little cat flying through space. Why is it? I need to get a longer cable for this. Visit Me Outer Space, and the cat's just happily flying through space. He is overjoyed. And that's how we all should be traveling through space, if you ask me. Just having the best time of our lives, wearing a little bubble hat, and maybe letting some sort of rainbow go behind us. That's cool too. Because you know, if you're flying, you got a rainbow pattern behind you, you know that's good times. Okay. So, we are making things right now. Except we're not, because we don't have any Cryonite. It's always the way, isn't it? Run out of Cryonite so quickly these days. It's again not that we have a shortage of cryonite, it just doesn't get through into the base, into this part very quickly. Probably not helped by the fact that I think it's blocked by copper half the time as well. Yeah, it goes into the copper line, which is a bit of a mistake. Which means it is quite slow. So maybe we can speed up cryonite a little bit. It's not really important, but you know what? Let's do it anyway. The goal is to get this science done before that timer runs out. Who knows what's going to happen when that runs out? We don't know. All right. Okay, I think we had a good plan there, but I think we're going to abandon that plan and we're going to try and put it on a belt that is less consumed by everything. Because currently that's not working great. And now we're going to do, oh my goodness, here we go. We're going to do the thing that I hate most. We're going to start some threading. You did miss what the shirt, but you know what? You know what? You only missed it by a couple of minutes. So we're not going to do the song, but we'll give you the shirt because I love it. It says visit me out of space and it's a cat flying through space. So that's awesome. It's one of my favorite shirts. I was going to say it is my favorite shirt, but I've got a lot of favorite shirts. It's got a cat with a bubble helmet flying through space. And who doesn't want that? Hell, I want that. I want to be a cat flying through space. I'm not allowed. Not yet. Okay, so we've done some threading, which is honestly... If you ever ask me how do I feel about threading, it is a crime, and I feel really bad that I did it. Okay? I know I should never do it, but I did it anyway. Okay, we're going to put some cryonite in through there. I probably should have done that a while ago, given how much cryonite this ship seems to want. It does all seem to be flowing through a little bit nicer. Copper's a little bit slow, but then again, copper has its own ship to come up. It has the rat. So it doesn't need it. You know, if you got the rat, you don't need the rocket ship. Which is not what you need. Okay, factory spaceship's at 33%. Oh, I don't know if it's going to make it, but it's got to try. That's the important thing. Okay. Drop off a few things. Yeah, like sure, copper's slowed down, but it's fine because it'll all pick back up again in a moment. As I said, it's literally got its own ship for this. It doesn't need it. Also, if I did this way, then I could do that, and then I could bring more stuff in faster. Look at that. That's way better. All the arms are just grabbing what they can. It's very good. And the ship fills up in record timing, probably. Probably not, actually. It probably would have gone a lot faster if I'd had like a big box and I threw everything into a box. That's probably how I'd do it if I was doing it again. But that's okay. That's how you learn. You know, I think if you ever play Factorio and you don't think, how could I have done this better? You've probably played Factorio wrong in 2 different ways. If you think you're perfect, you're not. And if you think you can't improve, you're wrong. I mean, if that was the case, speedrunners wouldn't play this game like 4 times in one day. Which is a weird phrase, but you know what I mean. Like from start to finish in 4 times in one day. I'm pretty sure they can do it in that sort of quick time. I mean, I don't really know what speedrunners can and can't do. They break the laws. They can't be stopped. They are, as far as I'm concerned, speedrunners are criminals. If I'm wrong, I don't really mind. I'm not wrong, that's the thing. I know speedrunners are criminals, so do you all. Like, it's not a serious crime, obviously, but it is a crime nonetheless. And we should stop pretending that it isn't a crime. Oh, we had lamps in my inventory. Really not. Yeah, well, can you make some lamps, please? I don't really care how many lamps you make. Just make a stack of lamps. And stop holding steel. Okay, that should be more or less enough to finish the upgrades. With the deep space transport belts. Interesting. Oh wow, we've broken it in a new fantastical way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to beat the clock on this one. After running for a short time, everything just craps out every single time. Then again, what we do not need is the... Wait, what do we need if we don't need those? It's a valid question, I suppose. Blueprint, put it over... Yeah. Cold fluids going there. I'm being very... Not giving... Very, what's the word? Nonchalant about this madness that's happening now. Yeah, more than usual. Gotta cover that last bit, it's very important. You want people to think you're just being regularly nonchalant. Who knows what disasters would occur if you allowed such a rumor, such a heinous rumor to get out. I'm not actually sure what's stopping science right now. I think it's just those. No, I think we've actually officially broken everything. Maybe we can fix some of it. Yeah, we should be able to fix some of it. Ooh, gotta stop breaking everything in my path. That should be good now, aside from the arcospheres. And actually it's not going to be because there's other issues that I have not accounted for, which is these don't understand the numbers. They must understand the numbers. Okay, that is too close. Let's try that again while understanding the numbers. Oh, I see. They're already connected. Right, they just need to be connected to... Do I say it again? The numbers? Okay, now they're connected to the numbers. Meow meow, indeed. That is correct, Panda. Meow. I agree with you, as always. As I am legally forced to agree with you on every decision you make, including meowing. Who's enforcing that? You. You're enforcing that, obviously. Wow, we actually have two that are crappy right now. Space dilation data is that one. And this one's not great either. Yeah, it's not. Do we need to get rid of the phi's as per usual? And we're just going to keep on rolling it and hopefully something will happen. My hopes might be a little bit too big when it's just like in hope for something to happen, but we'll see. Sometimes I dream too much, clearly. Sometimes I dream of better tomorrow, and that was my biggest mistake. I think with some latches you could probably fix that to work better infinitely. Now we do have a couple of problems here. I was thinking about this where we do actually need to have 3 of these per machine. So if we've already messed up, we might as well mess up a little bit more, right? Right. And I mean, what's the integrity at now? It's like, I think we still need another high temperature turbine generator no matter what. Even though I think that would probably be the last thing we need, and that would actually probably allow us to rocket into the space forever. We still need it. I mean, I think that's the plan. We're going to build that now. Build it now. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but it was to me. Okay. Probably don't need to do that. What we do need to do is something almost like that. Except, don't worry about the walls. Do worry about the floors. And apparently we ran out of floors. Well, you know, usually that's a good thing. Usually you don't want to have a lot of floors in life. But I suppose in this case we did want a few more floors. And we'll put like a little bit more floor across there so we can actually get in. I don't know if this is actually going to build. I feel like the answer is it's not. But we're going to need to go get more Just general ship stuff. I've literally forgotten the things I was looking for. I'll find them, don't you worry. I was looking for walls. No, walls. Wait, hang on, I've got plenty of floors and walls. There was a high turbine. You know what? I reckon if we put the roboports nearby, I think the factory will build it. I don't think the factory's actually going to struggle. I have faith that the factory is a very good boy. And all you got to do is just give it the options, and it'll take them. We need power. Okay, that's valid. We may also need some more Nacrium heat pipes, but that's okay. That's really easy to come by. Oh, actually, no, we don't. We've got plenty of it. I feel like we might have a problem with just like too much steam coming out of these things. Fine though. And we can cut the power off now. I think it's done what it needed to do. Oh yeah, we're going to need another shield there as well, clearly. Because otherwise, we're going to get a big rock friend just bursting in, being like, "Hey guys, what's going on in this ship?" Like, damn it, Rocks, I didn't want you here today. It's like, oh boy, new friends. Because that's how rocks are. They're friendly. They will rip through your ship. And there's a shield there, stopping me from being able to build a wall there. Okay, so in theory we now have 7 gigawatts of power, which should be enough. Plus whatever the steam turbine, the condensed turbines are giving me. The integrity timer is dropping low, that's bad. Might not be much I can do about that. There's only so much in life you can do about such things, I suppose. Yeah, these are going. Speed up that would be nice. Those are clearly needed for sciences. Change the timer. Why am I changing the timer? The timer is correct. Or are you saying I've already lost my integrity? No one will know. Ah, no, I think the time is fine for now. I think it should go up or down. What are you saying? Well, you know what? There's a couple of ways to change an integrity timer. You know, it's like, how do you change the integrity timer? I don't know. Every 100 bits, I decrease it by 10 minutes. God, that's so filthy. No. That is loss of integrity, though, when you start doing that. So, I mean, yeah, eventually it just collapses on its... Like, it collapses... Integrity collapses on its own, but it also collapses due to charitable donations that are used to line my pockets. Which is saying something, because my pants today don't have pockets, so... Hell, I don't even know if the timer is going to work that way. Can I reduce minutes? I can add time. I can't reduce time. Interesting. I have to do it manually. That'd be weird. Anyway. Hopefully science is being made, because that's all we really need in life right now is just more science. Seems what we really need is more of these, like... Hang on. Why don't you get made? Is everything jammed somewhere? Yes, it has. I like how I'm just used to like, nothing's working. I bet you something's jammed. Yep. Yes, it has. Jammed like everything else. Jammed like that delicious raspberry jam. So yeah, today's gonna be the last stream no matter what. The stream will end when I've got the ship going 250 for the 10 minutes. And that's gonna be done, you know, hopefully before the timer runs out, but I'm not super confident on that. And after the timer runs out, well, integrity expires. That's all I can say. What does that mean? Guess you'll have to find out and see. Total success, no doubts. Oh, there is going to be 100% success. It will not fail today. I was pretty upset's the wrong word. Upset makes it sound like I was in tears. I was not happy last time when I said this is going to be it, and it wasn't. I felt like I lied, and I'm sure no one really minded too much, but I did. Okay, apparently my wife minded as well. I don't honestly know why. She doesn't give a damn about Factorio, but I love that the timer still... Oh, she minds when I lie. No, it's definitely going to happen. But we are trying to get the science done. I'd like to do it with integrity if possible. But we'll see. What happens is what happens, you know? One can never be truly sure what happens in some crazy, wild, mixed up universe of ours. But I don't think the science is going to be done in time. It's got not as much time as I think it needs. I think my Arcosphere solution has never been particularly robust and useful. Well, you know what? If we're relying on the... We probably actually cut that now, because a lot of that's going to be protected by that wall. You know what? We have the biggest fun hole in existence. That's the plan here. A really good, what do I call them? speed holes. The biggest speed hole you'll ever see. No, it will be today. It will be today. There is no question on that in my mind. Gosh. Napth. See, that's how I'd feel if I didn't have an integrity timer. But I do have an integrity timer. Okay, so... Hull stress has actually gone above the 3500. Damn it, we didn't really want that. What we could do is just... that wall over there. Oh, of course, because we put a new power generator in, didn't we? Best to ignore the timer? Probably true. It's probably best to ignore it, you're probably right. Streamline ship percentage of the ship is 88%, which is pretty decent. Science is at 37%. We are not at 3,500 integrity, which, you know, we can't actually leave this like that. If I leave it now, it probably won't be very good. Jokes, it was never very good. How do we feel about that? 3511? Yeah. In fact, you can even just cut those bits off. Have I considered chuffing it and putting a kettle on? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Why would I put a kettle on? Like, it's not a steam-powered ship. It's antimatter. Like, did you miss this? Did you miss that it was an antimatter ship? Okay, I can't be bothered going in any other way, so we're going in through the front. Okay, we're in. So dumb. I think that is a little bit better protected. Yeah, I like that. Does that speed hole actually add any structural integrity? Probably not. That square does add structural integrity though, so if I just put a square 3490. I don't understand how squares are helping me. What is it protesting against? What, the factory? Wait, who's protesting? I mean, you know, a lot of people are protesting right now in the world for various reasons. Some people are protesting for good reasons. Some are not. 3476. 3472. I'm not allowing these things to look at each other anymore, I think. 3466. You know what? We are actually doing a decent job just by blocking things off, apparently. Oh, I see. It's antimatter. Okay, yeah, what is it protesting against? Matter, clearly. It's antimatter. Okay, so Apparently just putting some walls up in the middle of the ship is enough to decrease hull stress, which I guess makes sense. What if we do that? Like something stupid like that. Yeah, it's decreasing hull stress. I can't explain why, but it is. Okay, that one didn't help as much. It still helped a little bit. Makes it a lot more complicated to walk through the ship, but maybe it's fine. I try not to listen to the opinions of an antimatter engine. They just very much, I'm just saying their opinions don't matter. It was so bad. We've got these life support capsules. I think they should be going somewhere, but I don't know. I think they should be going over here somewhere, shouldn't they? It's pretty solid. Nice. Nice. I like it. I mean, stuff all though. Liquid matter is not real. Liquid matter is just how they try to trick you. Honestly, I thought you were smart in that, Rignor, but, clearly you haven't understood the conspiracy of, solid matter versus liquid matter. Liquid matter's not real. It's okay though. You just fell for a conspiracy. Happens to everyone. I mean, likewise, I could just say it doesn't matter, but that's the same joke I've already made. 140, okay. It is, yeah. I mean, don't even get me started on gas either. Like, gas, also not real, obviously. How's the speedy spaceship going? Broken currently, and it'll be broken until I get the science complete. But it's okay, because today's the last episode no matter what. So this ship will win today. We've added an extra power generator onto it, which also unfortunately means it is a little bit over budget. Well, hang on, if it's over budget, we might as well just use all the budget, right? We've got another 100. Only an hour and a half left or so, though. Oh, that is scary. That's when all integrity will fail us. My integrity will fail, as opposed to the ship's integrity, though. Realize I've used a word the game uses, but I'm meaning something slightly different. Dun dun dun. That's alright. When integrity fails, it's not the end. It's just the end of integrity. Okay, so we've managed to chuck 2 more engines on. They're not going to be full strength engines, but they're going to do the job. Science is at 39%. It's not advancing as fast as it really needs to. Also, the Spathy ship leaving. I think we can make this happen now. I think we may have broken things again. Thetas into Omegas and Phis, probably not. These into Epsilons and Zetas. Actually might be useful. Yeah, Arcospheres. Like, if I was to do this again, I would probably really think about Arcospheres a lot more than I have, because they are the reason this whole project has gone badly. Arcospheres really needed to be handled in a lot better situations, and it wasn't handled well. And if I'd handled it better, then maybe we would be in a better place. But we didn't handle it well at all. So you know what? If you're playing space exploration, have a better plan for Arcospheres than I had. That's my recommendation to you. Don't know why I'm grabbing these. Just didn't seem right for it to be there. One thing I really miss about C-Block is the fusion-powered construction bots. They're good. They never need to charge, and they're fast. Like, sure, they were expensive, but they were good robots. Anything you can get crafted with these? I feel like the answer is no. I feel like I'm correct when I say the answer is no. Okay. Thetas, can't use epsilons, can't use lambdas. Okay. What do I have? I have omegas. Don't have lambdas. I don't have epsilons. Don't have gammas. Don't have zetas. Don't have epsilons. I guess I got some epsilons. I do that. Yeah, no, that's gonna fail. I'm not gonna be able to do this. But I gotta keep trying. Could possibly put more engines there if I had more integrity. Ship integrity, obviously, not Seif integrity. Seif integrity is a very different stat. Hard to track. Kind of surprised the station's still requiring so many resources. Like, it's kind of incredible, actually. Wait, how much this station still wants. Excuse me. I am much happier with these engines, though. The double array engines was a good plan of Veldak's. I don't know where this power's going. I was just powering the engines for like 17 megawatts. Like a bunch of stationary engines. Oh yeah, I forgot about the walls. I mean, here's the question. Will 7 reactors be enough? These can go to quite high numbers, I suppose. Well, if it's enough, if it's not enough, we can always add another reactor. We're not going to have the integrity for it, but you know, that's okay. These are actually broken. Like, actually, truly, and awesomely broken. We need epsilons. I don't know if we've got any epsilons. No, we don't. We may have actually broken arcospheres completely. Got some gammas. That's going to make those, which we don't need. Can we do anything with gammas? Pi and gamma will turn into an omega and a z. Well, don't need those. That one actually looks pretty good. And z's, which we do have as well. Okay, so that hopefully has fixed it for a little bit. Unless it all congeals in a different place and it just dooms us all for a different eternity. Probably that's going to happen, honestly. That's what I expect. Ooh, excuse me. You know, because it's the last episode, I'm going to look at some ships, because there's not really much I can do until the arcospheres sort themselves out again. Not ships, I'm going to look at planets. So, the first planet to look at, we're just going to do a little bit of a base tour, because, you know, we're reminiscing here. So, we originally started over here, and we had our first ore patch over here, and it was combined with 3 other things, so there were 3 resources, we had to mine through those. And we expanded, you can see, I don't think this has ever moved. That's always just been there. And they've made 120,000 basic belts, which is pretty funny. And then, you know, making the first electric circuits, and they've been going for a while. That one made 393, that one made 26,000. But clearly that one was doing all the work. Yeah, we've made our science, and everything just sort of went along. We've got our old science research facilities, which still have production 1s in them. Oh no, there's some production 3s in there as well. Wow, those are the days, right? Our cannons that failed every now and then in the worst possible way. This was a plan that I had to liquefy coal. It never really went that well, but, you know, it tried. Coal miners. Coal miners are good. I probably should have built more of those. Especially when I started having, like, higher resources, because that would have allowed probably so many more belts worth of resources coming through. We have these old defensive walls, completely useless now, but it's like the university has these big defensive walls and part of it. For when it used to be a fort. Not really much need for a fort in today's modern society in New Zealand, but cool all the same. Oil. What is this? This is a holmium base. It looks like it's jammed. Coal miners are good. It's jammed because there's too much sand in there. Honestly, I'm surprised that didn't happen sooner. But it did happen. And the iridium's probably not far behind jamming for the same reason as well. We have an iron depot there. That's actually kind of surprising. I didn't know I had any of those left. Copper mine that's completely been picked out. You know, a lot of copper. I love these defensive lines. They used to matter so much more. But copper is not really required anymore. I mean, it is, obviously. And we have the absolute monstrosity we've been looking at for hours, which is how we bring all the items from the ground into orbit. That probably could have been done in so many better ways, but we didn't. We didn't ever do it in a better way. And we also have this island where we bring in all the, you know, harder to bring in resources, all the tier 2 stuff that you had to get from other planets. It all comes through here. And my favorite thing here is this artillery wagon. It has 0 kills because I never actually used it. Oh wait, no. Sorry, the train has 0 kills. It has 340 kills. It didn't really get used that much. And then when I plague rocketed the world, then it's kind of irrelevant. At some point I thought I was going to use artillery, and I never did. Nequium. I'm still really proud of my Nequium production. That went really well. Yeah, it took a little while to get going, but when it got going well. 4 ships was required. Yeah, 4 ships did a pretty good job. Then, of course, we've got this station here, which is where all the ships come in. Things crash here occasionally, but that's just life. Fuel, a lot of fuel being made. To the point that I had to get a couple of ships that actually brought oil into the planet. And that's all we need to talk about Novus, I suppose. So let's talk about the next planet along, which is Seren. Today we're just doing a recap, and then we're winning it. Just so you know. Seren was a base they decided to power entirely off solar panels. That was a mistake. But this planet's job was to get oil, because it had huge amounts of oil, like, just huge amounts. Like, oh no, 2,700. That's depleted. You know, that's still generating so much oil. These things are still full. Despite this ship just taking away so much oil. It also made liquid rocket fuel for the ships. It was a good plan. I liked it. I like particularly the cliffs you've got in the middle here, because I forgot to bring cliff explosives, and I never came back around to fix it. Also on Seren, what is that, Beryl? It is. Interesting. Also on Seren, we have our energy beam receiver. And also we made red chips, because we need a lot of them for the data cards. So we made the red chip ship, which people quite enjoyed. Okay, let's move on. I don't think we did anything with that planet. I think that planet was never used. Delete that planet. Kamar was the first planet we went to. Aw, Goldhorn. Hell yeah. Kamar was the first planet we went to because it was close to the sun. I thought it'd be a good idea to power it using solar panels. Probably should have protected it, because you can see a whole bunch of the solar panels have been hit. And we never really finished building the accumulators either. That's how much we care about solar panels, clearly, and that's going to be a recurring fact of the base. But this brought in all my vulcanite, very important, and that fueled a lot of my furnaces on Novice. So I had the first one of these that was pretty fun to go into. Okay, where next? We'll look at Calidus, home of the meme, where we have to ask how the Calidus, if the Calidus emitter has been replaced. The answer is yes, it has. But I don't think anyone cares about that now. You just got to ask the question with the emoji, if possible. So we have the Calidus solar base, and these are powering Novus, Moriema, Siren, Novus again, Boros, Sky Fragments, and this one was trying to power Fenestra, but I don't think it ever actually generated any sizable amount of power. In fact, I'm curious about that now. Did that ever actually do anything? It got to about 1,000 degrees. Wow. I'm legitimately impressed given the fact it's going up by 0.03 degrees per second. We could have done this, but quite frankly, I just could not be bothered spending the time to get that working. There's work to be done here. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for science to be done, so I'm doing a tour of the base. This will be the final episode, that's why I can do a tour of the base. I'm reminiscing. Because right now it's all on the arcospheres, and if the arcospheres are replenishing, then not really much I can do. Are you talking about work to do here on Calidus? Is that what you mean? Is that the joke you're making? The fact that Calidus needs to have some work done on it? Probably true. Not sure what this particle accelerator is doing here. I think this was fueling a ship that was needed at some point. And all in all, this generates like 67 gigawatts. There's a few places I would love to have 67 gigawatts. And I guess the answer is literally all over the system. Okay, what else do we look at? Boros. This is an ice planet. It got attacked for a long time until I realized that even though it had Vitamelange on it, it doesn't even matter. And now all the biters are gone. Goodbye, biters. I never did find that Vitamelange because I never found that grass patch. Oh, the victory ship is, it needs one more level of science to be able to try its next journey. I don't know if it's going to be fast enough. I've improved the streamline. I've added another couple of engines to it. I've added another reactor to it. It just needs to be... the science be done. And this place generated all my cryonite. It did a very good job, actually. The defenses never really went too well, but... yeah, you can see a lot of the defenses are even damaged to this day. There might be an emitter on Calidus needs replacing. Yeah, there might be. It might be. Part of me wonders if that meme is going to go away. Like, I'm not getting rid of the sun emoji because I think that's fun. But I wonder if people are going to ask me about that even after I stop playing space exploration. I don't know. Hard to say for sure. Anyway, that's Boros. Then we have Moriema. Moriema was probably the last planet that I conquered. Oops, hang on. Let's go back to Moriema. Moriema was one of the last planets that I built up on because I needed the Vitamelange. And Vitamelange I left right till the end. I believe I had like all 4 of the other resources by the time I came here. Not much to report aside from it's always under attack, and I don't really defend it very well. But, you know, they seem to survive, except for the fact that it seems to have run out of walls. You know, it's just a simple mining base, frankly. What else do we have? I think then we come to the Kalos asteroid belt, which I use space trains. And they worked, I suppose. This was to get a lot of beryl. We were getting some beryl from Boros, but yeah. And this would bring methane to the Spathy ship. That's Beryl coming into... Wow, those Beryl mine. Still 28 million Beryl. Never mind. I thought we were running out of Beryl. I am wrong. So we had a couple of small mines over here being dealt with by belts, but this was the methane gas, methane ice belt. Point that was simply to carry methane ice. Then of course we have a copper belt, which, you know, was just to buck up my copper supplies, and also an iron belt, which only has 3.7 million iron left. Which is actually a lot more than you'd think it needs to be. Running out of barrels? Barrels? Yeah. A trick to my own joke. No, I think we've got enough barrels. I think we're okay for barrels. Beryl, on the other hand. Ion engines. Very interesting things. I like them. They're just a little bit not powerful enough. The next planet we're going to check is Perseus. Perseus is a planet that I kind of ignored for too long. This was the Iridium Island, or planet. It is still being powered by uranium, which is surprising. Looks like we do have some problems, but then again, there's no Beryl there, Iridium there anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, this planet got ignored a lot, which was a bit of a problem. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, look, we've got a bit of iridium right there. Cute. Planet did well. And then we finally got Njord, which was our Holmanite planet. My biggest highlight to this planet was when it got hit by an asteroid in the uranium reactors, and it blew up. So I was like scouting all the way over here, trying to figure out why there was no power. And I assumed a power line was hit. And actually, speaking of which, a power line has been hit. Huh. But yeah, and then I realized it was the reactors, which, you know, was good fun. And I think that's all the planets here. Finally, we have Sky Fragments, which is our mine for... what's it called? Naquitite. And that did well. I probably should have used trains here, but instead I just used really long belts. And I guess it worked. So I guess it doesn't matter, right? Real long belts will do the job, so why bother doing anything else, right? Right. And we've got 4 ships servicing this. Yeah, King of Space, Dip on Snack, Auntie, and I don't remember what the last one is. An equally silly name. Speaking of ships, let's look at the ships. So, I don't unfortunately have the order they were produced in. But, you know, the actual Doctor, Vitaminized ship. The big mistake, this was an Iridium ship. It's honestly a lot smaller than it should have been. I probably should have upgraded that at some point, but hey, there it is. Bigger mistake, which ironically is a smaller ship. That became one of my ferries. The Coalition. The Coalition's over here. Coalition is one of the Umgar designs, which used uranium to power the condensing turrets. And this one's job was to collect things. What things, Seif? This type of space science. It was the asteroid science. It's a very slow ship. Well, it's not very slow, but it's probably slower than it needs to be, but it did the job. The Easy Clap. That was a refueling ship it ended up being in the end. Here's the Easy Clap. No, wait, the Easy Clap wasn't that. The Easy Clap was this one. It was a hybrid ship. It's where I realized that we could launch a ship using liquid rocket fuel and then, you know, fly it around with ion, which was pretty cool. The fast big mistake. I think that ship's job was to get iridium, but it looks like it hasn't left in a while. It might have been broken. The Fwifo. Yes, the original Spathy ship. When I was told, hey, can you make a ship look like a Spathy ship? And I said, sure, why not? And then I did. Circle of life. The Gigantic. This was a copper ship, and it's probably waiting to be unloaded now. The Grasshopper. This is my Arcosphere collection ship. It's got a very Art Deco spiky look to it. I've got Gruffy. That's another Spathy ship. The Lightbringer. Oh yeah, the Lightbringer. That ship's job was to get oil and to bring it back to Novice. I later built 2 of them. Can you check my integrity card? You mean for the ship or my personal integrity card? Because I don't have my integrity card. You can see that on the screen. The ship's integrity card. Is that? So it's 400 over. It needs that last science to be done. Unless you want to see mine, which is expiring in 1 hour and 11 minutes. Which I wouldn't worry about. My fires have run out again. That's fine. We'll just turn them back on. What else do we have? The Mistake. This was more or less the first ship that I launched. It was a mistake and started the naming conventions of the big mistake, the bigger mistake, the biggest mistake. That was fun. That was a good ship. Where is it though? Its first journey got us stranded 3 times in space because we weren't quite aware of how to deal with the asteroids, but it got us home. Maybe that's what matters. Panda Express, that is an iron ship if I remember rightly. It is. We've got 2 ships called Piece of Ship. They are basically the same design. One of them goes to an asteroid field to collect science, and one of them goes to the sun to collect science. They both shouldn't have been called Piece of Ship. One did have another name. It got renamed by mistake, and I never will remember what it was called. The Rad Kid. That was just to grab petroleum for us. But then we broke it trying to bring water up to the planet. That happens sometimes. The Rat. This is a common ship that I talk about. The Rat's job was to bring copper, iron, and glass up from the surface. It was the only other ship that we had that brought things from the surface, aside from, you know, the rockets. And it did well. It did really well. Basically what we wanted. And let's look at the Rat's other side. The other side of the Rat is here. And so when it's got enough things, it pulls off. So when we bring any more copper in, it'll still bring iron and glass. So when all things coming in, it does fill up a lot faster. The Red Chip Ship, this was a fan favorite because it was called the Red Chip Ship, and apparently people like my accent. The job of this ship was to bring in chips, and if it ran out of chips, we'd go get more. I can't help but notice it hasn't gotten more. Why not? Why are you not getting more ship? Oh, because it doesn't have enough fuel? It doesn't have enough fuel at the moment, okay. The real penalty, stress of working with rocket fuel. Scrappy the Scrap Ship. That's over here. This is just a ship that went and got scrap and then flew it back to Novice. And that dropped off next to the other things. Which one? Sorry. Oh, the Red Chip Ship, yes. Space Train. That was a train that I used to fly around. I didn't really use the Space Train that much, actually. Is this Space Train? No, that's Scrappy the Scrap Ship. Oh yeah, Space Train became a refueling ship when my ships would run out of liquid rocket fuel. It was an interesting design, but it's where it got. It also did used to keep steam in it, because that's how it used to do a lot of my power. That got changed eventually. Squid? I liked the Squid. The Squid was a good ship. It was the first ship that I designed to actually look like something, and it looks like the Squids from Space Invaders. This ship's job was to go to Calidus and see how it was going with emitters, and build them. It was a good ship. I liked it. Step on Snake, that's one of the ships. The Tanaka's job was kind of silly. It was probably bigger than it needed to be too. The Tanaka's only job was to go and get vitamelange core fragments from Moriyama, which was needed for biological science. That's all. As simple as it gets. Terror of the Sky, that's the ship we're building on. Yeah. And then we've got a copper iron ship and thing from there. You know what? We're going to try something stupid. We're going to do this. If I do this, then maybe it'll be able to keep going. I don't know, we'll see. We have run out of things though, so I guess we do need to turn these back on. We're 47% and we've got an hour and 6 minutes until integrity expires. What will happen, I suppose. I feel like I probably need to refuel the ship though, so let's do that now. It's Spaceship 5 waiting simulator. Kind of turning that way, isn't it? I mean, one thing or the other. Either way, we're going to get Spaceship 5 will be completed today. We are finishing this run today, come hell or high water. That's honestly not... We are finishing this today. I can promise you that. No matter what happens today, we will finish today. But yeah, it's basically Spaceship 5 waiting simulator. Unfortunately, I can't disagree with that entirely. We should have enough power, so it's 400 times 4. So 4 times 4 is 1.6, so it's 1.6 gigawatts twice, so 3.2. And then these do 1.2 each, so 3.2... sorry, hi Veldak. 3.2, 4.4, 5.6, 6.8, 7.9, 9.0. Okay, yeah, we've got enough power, that's not a problem. How you doing, Veldak? Are you ready for the successful launch? I looked at your design again for the engines and I figured out how to do them properly the way you did them. And that should do a lot better, I think. Counting with Seif. Yeah, I know, right? You can count on me. I assume that's correct with 9. You slept so much. Why? What's going on? You feeling alright, buddy? Wait, what? We've run out of entanglement data. That seems confusing and scary. How do you run out of entanglement data? That makes sense. Hopefully your eyes are feeling better now. Is that entanglement data? That's quantum phenomenon. That's not entanglement. Is that entanglement? That is entanglement. Oh, I turned it off. Okay, well there's your problem. I'm glad to hear that. That does make sense. Valdak is the Illuminati eye. Specifically just the eye. What was the podcast, if I may ask? I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts lately. I used to listen to so many. I used to spend like most of my 40 hours a week at work listening to podcasts, and I enjoyed that. But then these days, I just don't listen to any podcasts. I used to listen to a lot of video game related ones or card game related ones. When I was really big into Netrunner, I had like 2 Netrunner podcasts I'd listen to. One which is like talked about card reviews, and then one which is card reviews but with people who are actually good at the game. Which I think is appropriate. But yeah, I just don't listen to podcasts anymore. Like I was listening to last year, my brother and me, because I thought it'd be fun, and it was fun for a while. But then I just started getting a little bit bored of it. I really like Griffin on that show, but the other two, I'm just like, yeah, they're fine. But Griffin, I love, because he's just an agent of chaos. He may not think that, but he absolutely is. I mean, the other two are different. I mean, they're all agents of chaos, let's be honest. Okay, mostly listen to Lex Friedman on YouTube. He had Mark Zuckerberg in the last episode. Wow, okay, that's a pretty big name. Wait, Zuckerberg or Zuckerberg? Hang on, that's someone completely different, is it? I don't know if it's a typo or if it's just someone who I just have never heard of. The Facebook guy. Okay, cool. That's what I assume. I always thought it was Zuckerberg. I was like, oh shoot, maybe it's someone else. Maybe I've opened up a can of worms. Gosh, okay, I have no idea how to feel about this guy now. Elon Musk is, like, honestly, 2 steps away from being a supervillain. If that. He might be closer to that. That's alright. You don't need to worry about it, right? If he gets offended by you misspelling his name on Twitch, I think he's got his own problems. Oh no, someone's spelling my name wrong on the internet. You know what, we're gonna turn this around. Okay. Alright, enjoy a team meeting. Oh, we're at 59 minutes. That's exciting. The real question is, can we do 50% in 59 minutes? I don't think we can. But hey, look, integrity is something that can also always enjoy a team meeting. Remember, integrity is something that can be absolutely sold, so at that time it can go down by 10 minutes for the low price of 100 bits. Because when you're going to lower your integrity, you just really sell yourself out, right? I'm joking. Well, vaguely. I mean, can I do 8,000 science in 50 minutes? The answer is no. I don't see it happening. But we're gonna try. So Arcospheres. How would I improve Arcospheres if I was going to do them again? Having some sort of algorithm picking the recipes would be probably a good one. Having a warehouse or a landing pad, I think that was a good plan of Veldax, where you sort of have them coming in and out from that. Really just do whatever Veldax tells me seems to be the good answer right there. Everyone else seems to have far better ideas to deal with these problems than I do. So just listen to everyone else. I mean, that's talking about the community spirit of the game, right? The community spirit is everyone works together to solve a problem. Exactly. Too many epsilons. Let's see if we can tone that down a little bit. Q to sell Q integrity, hardly used, no low balls. I know what I got. I have no idea what I got. Also, a little bit uncomfortable with your language choice in there, word choice there. Don't know what you're trying to say about me there. I'm glad I plague rocketed 2 planets. I think that was a good move. Is there anything else I can do? Can I try to increase the streamlined nature of this a little bit more? Who knows? Let's try though. I put some doors on as well because I'm sick of climbing through the engines every time I want to get inside. Like a weird cat. They refuse to use doors. Let's be honest, most cats refuse to use doors. That's just how cats are. You know, I just had a thought. The speed holes don't actually decrease hull stress. The speed holes were just because there's extra walls keeping the ship together. The speed holes were never the answer, people. What were we thinking? Speed holes were never the answer. It was just about having extra walls. Why, that one did nothing. Speed holes are OP. Yeah, I know, that's what I thought, but it turns out speed holes don't work. Like Speed Racer in general, he doesn't work. I don't actually know how Speed Racer works. I assume his job is just to be a professional racer. But honestly, I don't know anything about Speed Racer, so meh. Honestly, the less I know about Speed Racer, the happier I am. Oh, just into that ship on that side. It's cool, I guess. Zero G fun rooms. Less? Wait. I don't know what that means. Don't call them plague rockets. Call them disinfected fun balls. I would call them quite infected fun balls. Which again is a phrase that I really got to be careful using. We have 54 minutes and we've only gained 1%. Yeah, this integrity is going to collapse. That's alright. That's alright. Sometimes your integrity doesn't make it. But I really don't want to be doing space exploration for another stream. Like, this is the end of space exploration today's stream. And I do not care. I just need to get it done. And then I can start the new thing. Turns out Speed Racer wasn't driving anything. It was all drugs. Oh, what? So he's just in the car, just going like, vroom, vroom, and he's just in a hospital, and they're like, just what he does. Hit one turn too much fast. That turn, also drugs. Poor guy. Absolutely crippled him. Yeah, okay. That is not the way I wanted this to go. Why is this not turning? Eh. Eh. Don't mind me, I'm just fighting with the top of a water bottle. It doesn't want to open. Or rather, it does open, just not the way I want it to. I'll figure it out one day. Not today, though. Today, I just can't figure out anything. Honestly, a surprise that I managed to wear pants at all. That's just a usual thing, though, honestly. Just really need these space folding. No, not space folding data. Space dilation data. Is that water cap my entanglement data? I mean, that would make sense, actually. It's entangled with itself, which is the most entanglement you can have. Moriam's under attack. I don't care, Moriam. Oh man, what's my blueprints book? We got a mine. That's a good mine. Sign writing, if I wanted to write some signs. We've got a loading station, which didn't really work the second time, but we'll fix that next time. Weapon station. I like how it says version 4. I'm pretty sure version 4 was still a pretty big failure, but it's good. The 1,000 sorter. Yeah, the idea of this was if there was 1,000 difference between the two of them, it would unload one and load the other. The only problem is it doesn't... Well, it does work. What's the difference with the 1,000 sorter and the unloading station? They look almost the same. Laser and flamethrower. This was a good wall. This one did well. It would rebuild itself, assuming it had the gear, and it would build lasers and flamethrowers. That was just something completely different. Don't worry about that. That wasn't for the stream. Artillery cannon with a chest that can give it artillery shells. Given the fact I very rarely used artillery, it didn't really get used a lot, that blueprint. But I was going to use a lot of artillery. That was the plan. Never happened. Upgrade planner. I mean, it's just an upgrade planner. Turned all my belts into blue. Engines, that was just a recent one. My plans to do arcospheres, they didn't go well, as we found out. I don't know why this exists, but here it is. Wait a second. No. I don't know why this exists. And then we've got some ship designs. We've got the original mistake. This was the very first ship we launched. That was it. It had one accumulator, one... Actually, let's go build that ship. I want to fly that ship. There's honestly nothing I can do to make the science happen faster. Part of me is thinking whether I should just have the integrity fail now, but no, failing at 9:30. That's how it's going to be. Oh my goodness, it's got liquid rocket fuel engines. Let's see. How much integrity? This was 89.1 of hull stress. I guess because when you start off, you only had like 100 stress to play with, which is not much. Nowadays, I'm like getting 500 a research thing, but yeah, you really don't get much for the first ship, do you? But also it would need to be connected to things. Like, I mean, could this even fit a steel chest in it? Oh, good. Neat. Didn't know that. So I could have put a couple of steel chests in. It would have been incredibly slow though. But that was a ship that we had. Cute design. Space train, that's a design. The big mistake, that was my Iridium ship. The big mistake hauler, I don't know if I ever actually made those. The awesome, who's naming these ships? Seriously. That was used for Beryl, I believe. For Dreadnought, that later became what is now the ship that I'm trying to finish. That was a Umgar ship that was used for my Nequium. That is also... See, that is the same ship as that one. It doesn't look like it, but you can kind of see the edges at the top. The edges at the top there. That's the same top there. But everything else sort of crapped out. And then it's the same ship again, with us trying to find more space for it. I think my current design is the best one. But, I mean, that being said, it wasn't really working anyway. We also have a thing where Veldak donated a bunch of subs, and I wrote his name in belts. Because I've you know, it was the first time anyone had gifted subs, and I just really wanted to thank him in some sort of weird Factorio-based way. Yeah, I thought that'd be nice. Science is at 50%. You know what? My integrity is dropping. It is now 15 minutes. I can't be bothered going until like 9:30. We're going to go until 9. Because it's not going to happen. This will probably be a shorter stream today unless things go wrong very quickly, but that gives me a couple of hours to sort it out. And if we still haven't got to the planet into space fast enough at that time, there is another time of integrity drop, but I don't think we'll have to get there. I think that'll probably do it. I mean, it will actually. So we're not going to be going into our usual time today. We will just be going a little bit shorter time, just because we need to get it done. And it'd be nice to stop a stream a little bit earlier tonight. I've been playing a lot of Magic lately. I just want to play more Magic. I built a deck. I'm just looking around now. I'm really not sure what to do. I built a deck this afternoon, and I was like, this is going to be great. I realized I built it with the intention to try and do 4 themes at once, which 4 themes at once in a deck, like trying to do 4 different things, it's not really going to work. A good game. I probably need to stream some of it sometime, but I know a lot of people don't play Magic, and so they'll be confused. I don't really want to ostracize them. And I know they'll be like, oh, it's fine, like I'll just watch or whatever, but I don't want to have people uncomfortable. The red chip ship really needs to go and get red chips. Where's the red chip ship? Oh, that's right, it was going to go get, it was getting fuel, wasn't it? But yeah, I built a deck in Magic, and it's just, the theme is so sketchy. Like, it's trying to be a deck that brings creatures back from the dead, a deck that cares about when creatures attack and giving them bonuses, a deck that cares about rolling a d20, and a deck that cares about treasure. And those 4 themes together, maybe 2 of them can sit well together, like, or even 3 of them, but I think the reanimation doesn't need to be there. So I can spend those reanimation card slots on 4 color only basic land. It's 3 colors, but yeah. Oh, 4 color only basic land. That's a painful deck. No, there's a lot of non-basics. I think it's only like 5 or 6 basic lands in the deck. Deck of many things or something else, D20. So the plan was I was going to be playing a card which is based off my favorite class in D&D, which is a Wild Mage Sorcerer. And then playing Barbarian that allows you to basically roll double dice. Playing the Ogre that gives treasure. Because they're all things that when they attack, they do something. And I've got the new Tricolor Samurai that when someone attacks, the effect happens twice. Because I did a draft and I ended up with 2 of those. That was pretty fun. Just add board wipes and call it a day. You know what? Honestly, probably not untrue. Enchant removal, board wipes, and then I think I'm happy. Because enchantments are ridiculous right now and I hate them. Like I've played 2 games with this deck and both of them were just like green-white enchantments. I was like, screw that. That's not fun for me. Okay, let's see if we can increase integrity a little bit more. I mean, we've got some Doom Scars in there, so Doom Scars is always a good board wipe. I use a lot in Historic. I tend to play Historic more than Standard anyway, so... no tiles found. Oh, wait, do we have a... Oh, I see where the problem is. Yeah, but I'm not really a fan of green-white enchantment to play against. But, you know, you play against whoever the hell you're playing against, right? Last 10 minutes, that's absolutely true. Then the integrity absolutely fails. Remember, for 100 bits, we will finish that now. Integrity fail this second. Why am I doing that? Barbarian, class, Wild Mage, and Treasure. Yeah, that's... Oh, really? Those are all red. Those are all red cards, but yeah. Maybe we just need to splash white just ever so slightly just to... and take away a lot of the white stuff. Just to keep the... I like how I've kind of already sold out my integrity when I'm just like, hey, give me money. Don't actually have to give me money. No one should ever give me money. But people do, and I appreciate it. I always appreciate every one of you. Barbarian, class, Wild Mage, and Treasure. Yeah, that's all red. Barbarian's interesting. I was thinking also about putting Paladin in there because Paladin does allow you to have double strike when you're attacking. It's like, oh, but hang on. The effects happen twice when I'm attacking. 2 people get double strike. It's an interesting theory. I don't know if it would work. There's a couple of deck ideas there, and I don't really know which is the correct one to go with. So maybe I'll just fiddle around with it for the next week. I'm really just flying around doing nothing. Okay, that's right. I was trying to see if I could get the streamline up a little bit more. Any part we have like a long straight line, we need to get rid of that. If this was Galaxy Trucker, I know a rock would come straight through here and just wipe out half your ship. How do I know that? Because I played Galaxy Trucker and that's what happens every time I play. And if you haven't played Galaxy Trucker, you are missing out. It's a great board game. Let's see, is that... probably... I don't know if that would have actually done anything useful at all, but let's see. Waiting for Thief's Integrity to expire? I mean, you do that every day. It does feel a little bit like that. we do something like this? Yeah, there we go. That's real good. I like that. That's clearly a circle. 88.25. That didn't help. Okay, get rid of it. What if I just did that? Oh wow, okay, that is the worst. I know, and I appreciate it. I actually do really appreciate that. That's why I'm hoping you won't hate my plan. Because, I'll be honest, I'm not super fond of it, but it'll do the job. Oops. Okay, well that just removed floor and wall permanently. Does that help at all, even without your integrity? Yeah. That actually did help a bit. 87.5. Hang on, weren't we higher just a second ago when we did this thing? Actually, why even bother throwing that when I could just do this? $87.5. It's not actually happy right now, so we'll get rid of that. No, still 87.5, that's okay. Aside from the extra integrity that I lost for the ship. In fact, all we've done there is create another one of those fun holes. We'll probably need to get rid of that. And we've broken something again. Oh, it's that corner. Okay, well really my theory now is if we've got long straight bits like that, we should make them spikier. Energy shield is in the way. Energy shield, get out of the way. $87.5. Didn't really help. Okay, well, this is going to be the ship. For now. Not sure about its engines though, like its shields. I feel like it might be a little light on shields. I feel like it might be a little low on engines. I feel like it just might be a little light. You know what we are like on? We haven't put the lasers back in. That's a mistake. We were going to need those lasers. For laser-related activities. I sell lasers and yeah, it's absolute beaut. You don't get much better than this. You don't buy one of these babies off the rack. You know what I mean. You don't know what I mean? Don't worry, neither do I. Hey, look up the Bob Sim 4 tank. Is that the right name? Hang on. Bob Simple. Look up the Bob Simple tank, okay? I want you to look at this amazing World War II era tank. In fact, no, you know what? Don't look it up. I'm going to show it to you, okay? This is how we're going to celebrate this. So let's just hang on. I think I've got a plan for this. Give me a second. You don't talk about the Bob Simple? You should. Window capture. Where's that? Okay. Look at this. Look at this tank. Look at this absolute unit of a tank. That's corrugated iron, baby. That's a World War II tank, not a World War I tank. They thought this was a good idea. They never built these, but anyway. Just, you need to know about that. That's some New Zealand engineering right there. We thought a corrugated iron tank was going to be useful. It had no anti-tank gun. They just thought, hey, look, if we need to fight, we're going to put some corrugated iron on a tractor and call it a day. And that was what they thought would be a good idea. That is, and I mean, they didn't make it, but then the guy, he was like the foreign minister, so he wasn't even like a minister who dealt with like building things. And then he's like, hey, what if we had a bigger tank? It's like, is it just another big tractor? Yeah, pretty much. I don't think they ever actually built any of them. They certainly didn't ever serve any combat. It is done. Okay, well guys, I gotta set up. Give me a second. I won't be 2-3 minutes, but I will be back in just a second. I gotta get something sorted. I am muted. So, integrity's list Seif is just Seif without a hat. Okay? Hey SeiferKatt, how you doing? Thank you for letting me know that I'm muted. So, what does lack of integrity mean? How do I know that I'm going to do this? / cheat. Hang on, but that's cheating. I don't care anymore. I have no integrity. I don't give a shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to cheat to finish this mod, just simply because I do not want to play it any longer. I want to get on to the next project. Now I could spend the next, oh gosh, who knows. I could spend the next quite a long time playing this mod, and we will not actually achieve anything. And quite frankly, I don't care. So, sorry SeiferKatt that you had to come in. Well, I've lost my integrity. But this is unfortunately what life is right now for me. I just wanted to get this mod done, and I don't know how to do it any other way than cheating. I could, of course, play for another, like, 5-6 hours and get it done. But, quite frankly, I don't think it's going to be fun for anyone, so we're not going to do it. So the way I win this? Yeah, I know, right? Naps, I agree. It was so close. And you know what? This is the thing. It's a slippery slope, right? I've cheated once. What would happen if I cheated again? I just think we'll find out, because screw that. I cheat again. Now the ship's fine. Screw you. So... yeah. Oh, look, it's with the... wait, some ships pass will disconnect. Why? That's rude. You've arrived at the best of moments. You've arrived at the moment where Seif has just lost any will to hold any integrity. So that's just how life is. So we are now going to put the antimatter canisters in, and we are going to give it a go to finish this game. That's the wrong thing. Okay, so let's see. If this doesn't work, we will, of course, if this doesn't work, then we will come back and we will just keep cheating until we make a bigger and bigger ship. This one is actually plausible for the win, though. So, you know. And the hat is how you know that I'm cheating. There's no real reason for a hat. If you're wearing a hat, I'm not saying you're cheating. I just want to put that out there right now. I'm just wearing a hat. The hat's not really significant other than I just wanted to wear a hat right now. Okay. I'm a little bit worried about the power consumption of this part. It actually looks like that's not keeping up with the power demands. Should have been a beanie. I mean, we could still do a beanie. Hat wearers aren't cheaters, yet I'm wearing a hat while saying so. Yeah, that is a valid point. Hashtag not all hat wearing people. That is, yeah, that is not doing well. That is not... You know what? We've got extra space. We're fine. Let's stop that. Yeah, we... Hey, look, it's still me. I'm still making the usual SeiferKatt issues, so that's cool, I suppose. So what we could do is we could just put this here. Yep, see that? You like that? Not really, but we're doing it. We have Nacrium heat pipes, but not nearly enough. That's not even where they connect. What is this madness? We... don't worry, SeiferKatt is still SeiferKatt, clearly. Still jury-rigging things up while trying to win. How much time have I been... How much time you have to cheating? I'm already cheating, what are you talking about? Things that you shouldn't be admitting to your wife on stream. Okay, we don't actually have enough Nacrium to even do this. That's fine, we do it this way. It's fine, don't worry about it. See, there we go. And then we'll just put that down there. Hey Veldek, welcome. You may notice I'm wearing a hat now. How long has it been going on? Like 5 minutes. If you must know. Welcome to a new era of Seif not giving a shit. That's not true. Seif does give a shit. Seif just doesn't want to do this for another, like, bunch of hours while not actually achieving anything. I've been a cheater all along. Wow, okay. Why is that not running? What is running now? I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Panda. Okay, so all the engines are running. This ship should be able to go fast enough. And if it can't, we'll just throw more engines on it. Because that's who we are as a person now. We've typed the cheat code in twice, we've got 1,000 more durability than we should have. Probably should have made sure that the ship was a little bit more stable, but that's okay. You know, I got another plan, another place to put more engines. There we go, more engines. So at the moment the ship's not going very fast because it doesn't need to. As it gets out of that asteroid belt, then we see how fast this baby can really go. Now the goal is how fast we actually want it to go. We don't need it to go 300. We probably only need it to go like 260. If we can get up to 260, then that goes for the win. And we only had to sacrifice all our integrity and morals for it. That's life. Okay, the ship is going faster now. Is it going to reach 250? Or do we still need to boost it? We can also turn off personal row report, so if anything breaks, I want to know exactly what's breaking. It's going to 42. It's beginning to struggle though. 244. Do we need more engines? I will cheat and put more engines on if I have to. Do not think I won't. 245. Put more engines up there, I reckon. I think there's room for more engines up there. Yeah, that's about as fast as it's going to go. Okay, stop. More engines. Clean cup, clean cup, clean cup. We have no... We have no spaceship floor. I didn't plan for this. He said not for the first time. Okay. This is why I needed to make sure I had plenty of time, because I knew it wasn't going to work immediately. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get a lot of flaws. Even when I cheat, I can't win. Okay. It's fine. Give me 800 floors. I love that. Even when I cheat, I'm still struggling. So the only answer is to cheat harder. Right? That's how you resolve this problem, right? Cheat more. Even cheating isn't straightforward in this game. No, well, you know, if I was better at the game, it probably would be a lot easier. And let's get some Nequium heat pipes as well, because I don't think I did that quite well. Do we have enough shields? Yeah, I've got enough shields. Okay. Harder, better, faster, stronger? Absolutely, yeah. The only way to live your life. Okay, so let's just grab just a lot of these. I don't know why I'm limiting it. Pretty sure we don't need more power. But you know what? Let's prepare for more power just in case we do need more power. Gosh, if we do need more power, I'm just going to cry. Don't think I won't. I will cry at a moment's notice. All day, every day. Fast cheat inserters. Yeah, maybe. Okay. See if there's a need for speed. He has a need for finishing this bloody mod. That's what he actually has. Okay. So what we'll do for now is we'll put some things down. Kinda wish I didn't do that, but that's alright. Welcome to my life. Those speed holes can probably be removed as well. They're not particularly helpful anymore. Now, it's always important that when you've got high-powered fuel, that you should just be throwing the exhaust directly onto another rocket. Like that, I don't need to tell you, that's pretty obvious. Okay. Now we're just going to do this again. And this time we will do it properly. Sorry, I laughed because when do I ever do anything properly? When is this proper? This is not proper. This is not right proper. It isn't. Okay. I'm like a really fake Cockney British. That's always important. Put more engines down because why the hell not? You've gone this far down this dark hole, you should keep going. And we'll put a wall here because, hey, why not? Because we can go insane doesn't mean we have to. Okay, how's the integrity looking? Are we below 4,000? Barely. Some sections will disconnect after we launch. Will they? I looked at that last time. I don't remember what it was. Will they? What if I don't want them to? You think about that? Hmm? You ever think about that? What if I didn't want them to? I'm gonna fall off. Probably fine. Okay. Let's try again. I don't see anything disconnecting. Okay, the speed we still want is 260, not 26, and it should we'll probably reach it. If it doesn't, then we cheat again and we go faster. But it does look like this is going to go 250. Okay, this does indeed go 250 now. Hell yeah. So it can officially go fast enough. Okay, cool, this is it. This is the ship. As long as it doesn't get hit. So we'll turn off the robo port thing. I didn't earn that clap, that's the worst part of it. I had to cheat to do it. I would have needed another, gosh, 32,000 Deep Space Science packs to do this. So this is just what I'm saying. Anyone who's going to play this mod, have a better plan for Arcospheres than I had. Otherwise you're going to run into the exact same problem that I had. And, yeah. And it's okay, because the next mod that I've got planned will not have, you know, some sort of horrible mistake in it. That will be, yeah, it's going to be just as bad, I'm afraid. But I think it's going to be manageable in a different way. Because Arcospheres is just, I don't like recursive items. Ooh, okay, I was afraid of that happening. There's that little bit of a corner there. Just had a little bit of a chance to just rip through there, and it took it. I was afraid of that, and it took what it could. With absolute glee. Okay, so let's turn that on again. Okay, and engage. Turn that off again, so that way if we need to put more shields somewhere we can. But I have a feeling this will probably be enough. No, did it get hit again? Got hit again. Hey, Vundo and party. How you doing? No, Streamline's 88. Welcome to the stream. Gosh darn. We need to probably... Streamline's tanked. Streamline's probably fine. That is one thick ship. It is also a ship that I've had to cheat to build. I'm not going to hide that. I have absolutely cheated to build it because I couldn't be bothered doing this anymore. It is absolutely thick. Window, I believe you've got a perfect emote for those moments. That's a thick boy, as they say. Okay. Let's try again. Streamline has definitely gone down this time. But if we can get to 256 and just hold it there for a little while and not have my ship collapse. Yep, so this is just a ship that is, the whole point of it is to go fast. If we can go to 250 for 10 minutes, then we're done. But what am I supposed to do for 10 minutes while I watch this ship? I guess I just talk to you guys. I don't really have any plans. God, you didn't deserve that. How was your stream, Vundo? I didn't give you a shout out. You need that. Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were playing Elden Ring the other day, weren't you? I don't want to watch too much of that because I do want to play it at some point. But I don't know when that point's going to be. Like, it was good? Awesome. How's it comparing to the other Souls games? What the Shirt, Thief? Okay, we'll play What the Shirt. Okay, today's shirt is... Visit Meow to Space. It's a cat flying happily through space. That was originally going to be me, but now I'm just kind of ashamed of myself because cheaters never win. Except I'm about to win, so I guess that'll all change. Okay, so that's today's shirt. We are going at 1,200. Okay, 1,200. That's a very high number. Ooh, that almost got through. If we, as I said, if we can get to 250, then I'm pretty happy. But us tanking our streamline may have ruined that a bit. Us tanking our streamline may have ruined it a bit. That is a very nice shirt. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, the ship's not going fast enough anymore. It really does need that streamline, doesn't it? Okay, that's fine. Stop the ship. God, you know what, Nuke, you're right. Even cheating in this game doesn't make it any easier. It is definitely one of my favorite shirts. Okay, we're going to... Okay, we're at 87.5. That should be enough of a bonus. Come on, ship. Just do it. Just go fast enough. Let me live. Let me have my life back, ship. I think it's going to be able to go fast enough now. 240. How are we going with power? That's going to be the other issue. Power is going just fine. Okay, we are 247. Come on, ship. It can definitely make 250. I just don't know if it can make 260. Come on. You just got to make 250. That's all you got to do, and then you just got to hold it for 10 minutes. Are we there yet? No, we haven't even started yet. We haven't even left the driveway properly yet. Oh, come on. Don't stop at 249.9. You can do it. Come on, another 0.05. You can do it. You rat bastard. No, Bacon here. No. We're not there yet. Ship exploded again. Yeah. Man, this game does not want me to cheat, does it? Okay. So, we clearly need more shields. May need more cheating. I mean, honestly, I know we're all joking. I know we're all joking and having fun here, but maybe. What I could do... Oh, that destroyed the pipe as well. Okay, you know what we need to do? We need to add another one of these. My goodness gracious. Okay, so how's the streamline now? Well, it's probably not great because that wasn't actually a successful look. Okay, it reckons it's valid. Okay. Maybe put a laser in there as well. Maybe the laser will help scare rocks away. Okay, let's go again. You know what? You know what, guys? I think it's time to cheat again. Oh. The hell did that do? Just lit the ship up in a really strange way there. I'll keep cheating until we damn near win this. I told you I would be winning this today no matter what. I just had have my integrity expire. I honestly believed for a moment there I could do it without cheating. And if I wasn't streaming, then maybe I'd just leave it on in the background and play a different game and just let it go that way, but... Okay, going through space. Am I sure it's going to happen today? Look, I've got an hour and a half more of this, should it be required. Yeah, it's happening today. It's absolutely happening today. There's no way it's not. Okay, so it did reach 250 just for the briefest of moments, so that was cool. I liked that. I'm going to jinx it. No, I'm not. Okay, it's going 250. Oh, it counts down. Oh, that's nice. That's not going to give me mild stress watching that number go down. Okay, so now it's actually happening. We are warming up the... Did we just get hit again? I'm a little bit anxious about the right side. It does seem a little bit unshielded, doesn't it? Maybe it's okay. Oh, that rock came in a bit close, but that's alright. We've got shields. I'm just going to watch this number slowly tick down. That's going to cause me so much stress. Wonderful. That's what I needed in my day. Oh, we're going at 252. We're personal defense I don't carry personal defense lasers. I stopped carrying them a long time ago since I stopped being afraid of biters. I think this side's not as bad because it doesn't stick out as much. So most of the things are going to get stopped here. I don't think we've got problems. 241. Yep. We have survived a minute out of 10. The only thing that'll screw us up is a rock coming in the exact wrong angle. No, crazy. Bacon here. I told you to pee before we left. I told you. No, we can't stop now. This is bat country. I told you about bat country. We're very afraid of the bats. We can't stop. Gosh. Okay, well, we've all... I don't like the big rocks. The big rocks concern me. There's a marker down there? A what? You want to go to the marker? What is a marker? You can't go. Look, after we leave the system and we achieve warp speed, then you can go wherever you want, okay? Does anyone else have any problems with my... How's my driving? Dial 021... Oh, Macca's. Oh, you want to go to a Macca's? Should I... You know what? The thing just reset. Something got hit. Maybe we should just go to the Macca's. I don't even know where it got hit. Probably this side. Okay, look, you know what? We are going to stop. We're going to go get the Macca's. Everyone gets a thick shake. I'm not buying it. You have to buy your own thick shake. You can have a soft serve as well. But after that, we're going to drive seriously, okay? Okay? Bacon here. Go and pee. I don't care if it's gross. It's a Macca's. You should know what you're getting into. Okay, everyone's good? Okay, so you guys go do that. I'm just going to fuel up. Going to get a shield. Just so that way we don't die again. Left side shields need to point up instead of diagonal. Maybe. Oh, crazy's going to forget to go to the bathroom. I know he will. Okay, so we've got another laser. Have we messed up my... Probably. We've kind of messed up our streamlinedness, but it's probably fine. Couple of lasers. Oh god. Guys, this is the worst road trip I've ever been on. Not true, actually. What, you reckon this one needs to be going this way? Like straight up? Oh yeah, that might help actually. Alright, well, look, I'm doing a head count. I count 4 people. Yep, the hat is representative of the loss of my integrity. Okay. And I think we are good. So we're going to turn this thing back on again. If you are still at the Macca's, I don't care. Okay, you're going to have to find your own way. It's the cheating hat. Yep. Okay, let's go again. So we've lost some integrity. Hopefully not enough to cause a problem, but probably exactly enough to cause a problem. Does it get to 250? Come on. Get to 250. I know you can do it. I know you want to do... Oh my god. Bacon here. No. No. We're on an interstellar journey. We can't just go back to the Macca's. We'll get you a new toy. What'd you lose? Was it your bunny? Did you leave your bunny behind? We'll get you a new bunny. We'll call it Bun Bun the Second. You know, that way it has a royal title. Don't you love that? Oh my god. Did Ghost come back with his coffee? I didn't actually check to see if Ghost was here. Does he have his coffee? It might be interdimension. I don't know. It's all theoretical. Oh my god, he didn't come back with his coffee. Okay, well, you know what? Sometimes it's casualties. We just come out of the parking lot and be like, where's my spaceship? That looked like it was going to hit, but it didn't. Oh my god, you left the RTX. Great, well, you know what? Okay, we did get hit there, but it's an okay hit. Never mind, we're going to stop doing that. We only lost the nose of the ship. Everyone knows the nose of the ship is... important for Streamline. Oh my god. The ship is kind of falling apart. Again. Okay, it's going fast enough, but only barely. If a rock hits it in a slight wrong angle, then that just sucks. Just the tip, yeah. And even cheating at this game's hard. Ah, Veldak. You rapscallion, you. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just getting worried about the amount of water we've got in the tanks. Actually, the water's probably fine. Power. Yeah, we've got capability for more power. Oh, okay, good, good. I guess we did stop a few times, didn't we? Ghost End now confirmed to be some supernatural entity who can just, like, run fast in the ship trying to achieve warp speed. Okay. 1 minute in to the 10-minute journey. There's no blame here, Wes. We don't blame anyone. This is a blame-free area. You made a quarter circle around the stealth cluster. No, nor should it. This is a blame-free zone. There's also a praise-free zone. Everyone's neutral. I'm sorry. Turn bots on for repair. No, quite opposite. I want the bots off so that way, if we have to launch this ship again, we can find out. Have you ever heard that thing which was like, they had like the B-52 bombers or something, and they were like, they realized they could put a bit more armor on the thing? And they're like, okay, but where do we put it? So they've gathered a bunch of the bombers that came back. And they're like, well, obviously we're going to put the armor where the bullet holes are. And everyone agreed with that, and one guy's like, wouldn't we put it where the bullet holes aren't? And they're like, well, what do you mean? These are the ones that came back. If the bullet holes are there, it's fine. We want the armor to be where the bullet holes aren't, because clearly if the bullet holes are there, those aren't fine. And it basically saved a lot of people's lives. You know, it's like the cockpit, for instance. You know, you don't want those going through the pilot. Okay. Oh, did we just lose speed? We did. Oh, because we can't even have a small adjustment of speed without it failing. Okay. No, we don't get guns, I know. That's good, I'm glad. Okay. Maybe we won't get it done today. No, we will. There's literally no other option. But we are going to load. More streamline, yep. More streamline, more shields, more... just... crying. Okay, so... everywhere where there is clearly things that are wrong, we stick those bits out. Okay. Now, if I had to take a guess, I would say we probably do need some more shields or something here. Can we move the disco ball? Probably not. I don't know how we're going to get more streamlined than we're already at. I mean, at least we make this front a little bit pointier. Which... I mean, I suppose we could. Yes, I'm glad that extra haste that I took really helped out there. Make it look like a surfboard. As we've discussed from last night's stream, I don't know what a surfboard looks like. Now, I'm beginning to think lasers not actually as helpful as you'd think they would be. But we're still going to put some in. Okay, so the front, pretty well protected. The integrity... Streamline's gone to 90.95. Pretty good, it's pretty good. You know what I think we could do? Put this up here. Maybe put in a few more engines. Because honestly, no one's ever been hurt by having too many engines in a ship. No one. You know, except for the guy who got sucked in the engine exhaust, but that's, yeah, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so we've got more engines. That's good. More shields on the side I feel like might be a good thing to have. You know what? We've got this place here. It was previously a zero-G fun zone, but we don't use zero-G fun zones anymore. Because it turns out they weren't actually that fun. Go figure. How do we feel about that? We feel pretty strongly about that. I feel pretty good about that. Integrity check. 90%? 90% is fine. Okay, let's go again. This is like the third time we've launched this thing. But I'm feeling good. Feeling pretty strong about this. This is going to be it. How's the pointy? It's going alright. Maholic, while I was thinking about how to cheat today, I came across one of your ship designs that someone copied, and I was like, huh. Popping up all over the place when I'm trying to cheat, aren't you? Okay. Oh, wait, we need to cheat again. Why not delete the holes? Honestly, a valid question. Anyway, let's cheat again. Twitch chat, yep or nah. What, for getting rid of the holes? Are we going to tank all of the rockets? Tank all the rocks? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's probably the best plan. Actually, you know what? Put another one there. Put them that way. It was like, I don't know which one it was. It was like a straight, it was a very thin ship. I don't think it was a copy. I think it was just like inspired by. And I was like, eh, keep coming across your designs. Oh yeah, that might have been it. Okay. I'm feeling good. This is it. This is it, guys. This is the one that's going to fly us to the moon and let me play among the stars. We will find out what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words... Fuck this mod. In other words... Did we cheat again? No, we're good. Oh, you need to be removed. That way you can exist. Oh yeah, rip the end of this mod by cheating. Not with a bang, a bit of imper. Okay. So we're going to turn off... Big gap on the left won't cause any problems. No, the big gap's fine. What big gap? You mean this? No. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll be alright. Don't worry about it. Oh, can you? Oh. Didn't know that. See, look, it's able to get to 250 even inside the gravity well. We're fine. As long as it can survive all the rocks. For a moment there I saw the speed dropping, I'm like, oh no, what got hit? But nothing, it's inside the asteroid field. It's supposed to go slow here. Well, I'm not going to turn off the shields now, am I, Veldak? That just seems like a very bad idea. Look at all those rocks. There's so many of them. Part of me is wondering whether this should actually be facing this way. In fact, I'd feel a little bit safer about that one if that was facing that way. I think that's pretty well protected as it is. How many engines have I got now? Probably too many. We have... Nope. We're sitting at 41 engines. And in fact, one of them isn't even going. Two of them aren't even going. That's how confident we are. Yeah, I don't think I mean, I had to cheat 3 times to get this. Like, what was the lowest amount of integrity you've got a ship going at? Because this is way higher than I thought it would be needed. It's kind of ridiculously high. Alright, so, everyone's been to the bathroom, no one needs a coffee, everyone's got their ice cream. Did under 4,000. Yeah, see, that I can believe, but doing it at 2,500 does not seem plausible. Okay. And it's weird that you get the science at 2,000 that says, yeah, you can finish the game here. Like, I don't necessarily believe that. Have you packed your underwear? Look, Gosen, if you haven't packed your underwear, you're not wearing any. You know, get some from someone else. You know, I don't care anymore. Okay, we're going at 256, which means we've got a little bit of a buffer if anything goes slows me down. I mean, the 450 is not legit, that's the problem. I've cheated to get to this amount. I just want to see what the end looks like at this point. Yeah, we're 40 seconds into a 600-second journey. Awesome. That rock came in a bit closer than I'd like. I typed /cheat. I researched tech that I had no... I researched tech and stole it that I had no right to. Just because I wanted... Because otherwise the next however many hours would just be me waiting for that research to be completed. And I'm like, as a stream, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave the game on just sitting there doing nothing. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to cheat and get it done. I don't feel particularly great about it. So if anyone ever hears me say I completed space exploration, someone just come along and go, did you? Did you complete space exploration? And that's absolutely warranted. I respect that. You're allowed to do that. By the way, Gosen laughed at... Yeah! Yeah, yep. I get it now. I get it now. I get it. No cheaters use cheat engine. Yeah, well. Yeah. Gosen, I laughed so hard at your meme today that you sent on the Discord. Because, man, that fluid bus was the worst idea I've ever had in C-Block. Those big rocks always scare me a little bit. Little rocks are fine. It's the big rocks. They're the ones that are scary. Speed seems to be pretty consistent. Just less big rocks, please. Don't like them. I did finish C-Block, legitimately. I had to add legitimately. Great, now I'm going to have to add that every time I say I finished something. No, I finished it legitimately, guys. I didn't cheat on that one. Oh, just played it. It took less time than this did. Like, the first time I played C-Block, it took me 500 hours game time. The second time it took me about a little less than 250. Yeah. I mean, it was the second time I'd done C-Block. The first time, 500 hours. Well, yeah, the first time was 500 hours, and a lot of it was just sit idling. There was a lot of inefficiencies, which says something, because if you guys have seen my C-Block when I did it on stream, there was also a lot of inefficiencies there. Okay, we are 1/3 of the way there. If that number's changed to 600, I'm going to lose my absolute shit. C-Block is painful? I liked C-Block. I liked C-Block a great deal. I've turned on the bots so that way they can go and repair stuff should they need to. C-Block wasn't that painful. I haven't touched Pi. Surprised you run no steam tank buffers. I shouldn't need to. I mean, the idea was once the ship goes, it doesn't matter what happens. Like, it's it or it isn't. Oh no. No. There. Okay. Well, it looks like we still don't have enough shields. Are you freaking kidding me? The naysayers win again. Yeah, I know, right? Welcome to the stream. Hey, look, it almost worked. It got through 1/3 of it. It's definitely better. Oh god, guys, do we have any more sad trombones? Please, tell me we've got another one. It's almost like that wide gap was mentioned. Okay, 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 I get it. I asked for that. I really did. I don't know what I expected, but... There's just a cat in the middle there. We're out of shield units. Budge. Okay. Guys, please stop. No! I acknowledge this is my fault. And then a train at the end just to scare the shit out of me. I love it. We might have to do another one of these runs, which is going to be annoying. I think that can probably go over here. How's my streamline nature going? Have I considered cheating? Does the ship even go fast enough anymore? Come on, ship. We had tiles for shields. Yeah, I know, it's great, except for the fact I'm out of shields. Therein lies the problem. I don't think it's going to go fast enough anymore. No, it needs to be more streamlined. Need 2 deep on every top tile and 1 deep on the sides. Well. No, we're not. I've still got an hour. We're going to be... Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly every time. Soulburn broke it. I need about 87 streamline maximum. Yeah, I think you're about right. Okay. More shields, more engines, more streamline, more cheating. You know what, let's just take this to the natural conclusion of where this is always going to go. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, but I also didn't necessarily finish it, did I? Okay. Wait. P60 would have scaled up the science. The problem is I don't know how to scale up arcospheres. My arcospheres are terrible, and I don't really know how to improve on that. Like, no matter what, I was probably going to be cheating on looking at someone else's arcosphere designs. Just collect 200 spheres. The problem is all my spheres are becoming the same thing. That's actually the real problem. So I've got a more fundamental problem than that. So I tried getting good. Shit! You know what? I didn't even consider that. Thanks, Bacon here. Balance them to always spin, yeah. And then Wes comes in with being negative. Thanks, Wes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah? Is that okay? Ghostin is just as welcome as everyone else. Don't you judge him for it, or I'll judge you for it. Don't think I won't. Wait, where'd I get all these? I think it's only 10. Look, you're all first in my heart, okay? We're not doing an us versus them situation. Everyone is welcome here, even if you don't have a badge. Oh, there you go. If that impossible event ever happens, you'll be there. I don't honestly ever see that happening, but that's alright. You know what? We'll do this. Are you getting promoted? I mean, not today. Maybe promoted another day. I'll promote you when I can. Less money, same suffering. Well, always good to have acceptable levels of suffering. Usually you have to pay for suffering. Yeah, at least the places I go to. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care about that. I'm just happy to have you guys here. That's... Honestly, that's way more important than just some title and that sort of thing. Because you guys make this a lot more fun. Even though I'm kind of struggling right now, you guys make this a hell of a lot more fun for me, and it's the reason I enjoy streaming. So, thank you everyone for being here, as always. And no, cat cam is very important. Yeah, okay, Wes. Okay. Okay, so how are we do? I'm stuck in a bloody pump. Okay. There is 2 along everything. These walls are just in the way, but that's fine. Might be a little light here. Get it? Because they're light shields. Little light. Well, I mean, you can. You can. I can absolutely hear the end of it in a couple of ways, Wes, if you want to put down the nuclear option. It's not even about money. It's actually about me driving. Because I can't drive yet, and if we're going to get a pet, we want to be able to drive it to the vet in case it gets sick or something. Because, you know, animals get sick sometimes and I want to look after the animal. Which I think makes sense. Just have a toy cat. I mean, that's not quite the same. But I mean, it's yeah. I've got a duck behind me. You can't really see it. But he's up there. Okay, well you can do that. I'm glad you've solved your own problem, Wes. Good job. Proud of you. The Duck of Shame. Not a Duck of Shame, it's Lord Quackington the Third. That's his official name, I'll have you know. He's a goddamn lord. You know what? Lasers don't seem to be cutting it. Yep, you solved your problem. I'm proud of you, Wes. Good job. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Mm-hmm. Sure am. Anyway. Another shield, just to keep it a little bit safer. SeiferKatt. Someone's made that joke before. On a scale of -5 to maybe, is this getting done today? Absolutely, yeah, 100%. 100%. No doubt about it, that's what I'm saying. The official response. 2 more shields and I'm good, you reckon? Whereabouts? On the left or the right? Just wonder if that might help. Just a little bit worried about the streamline. Left is lacking. Only 1 deep. Side though, it'll be fine. He says, knowing it will never truly be fine. Oh, what do you mean? Left has like 2 deep. 1, 2. I mean, except, yeah, left has 2 deep everywhere. Phone one is only 1 deep. Oh, okay, we can put another one in there, I guess. I might as well just rip that out now. I think that's done its dash. There we go, that's probably fine. Then we go like that. Okay. Now the question is, does it go fast enough? That's a question we'll find out now. We've still got 50 minutes, guys. Don't worry, we'll get it done today, Gosen. If we don't, then I am not only a cheater, but I'm also a liar. Add fins for streamline. Oh, really? Is that how streamline works? You can just add fins? Well, it doesn't seem to be going fast enough just yet, so let's try the fins idea. So what if we just go like something like that? Well, that didn't do anything. Or do you mean like... Oh, I see. Okay. I understand. This may not be what you meant. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? It's fine, don't worry about it. That's it? Okay. Oh wow, okay, that added 91 streamline. What? Okay, that's 100% streamline right there. Okay, what the hell? Okay, today I learn about how the hell spaceship work. What the hell? Okay, well thank you very much for that, Maholic. More like Speedholic, knowing how friggin' fins work. I don't know, maybe I'll win. I didn't. It jinxes itself. Don't be like that. Okay, so it goes very slow through the first asteroid field. I'm just really curious of how fast this thing goes when it really wants to. I don't know if it's going to go full speed just yet. But it's certainly going to try. It's going to zoom. Oh yeah, it makes 250 in the gravity well. Okay, it does actually reach 260. Wow, okay. Thanks, Maholic. Hero of the stream. I mean, you're all heroes of the stream, of course. You know what I mean. So it goes slowly, and then we see what actually happens. I mean, is it worth saving now? You know what? I think it's worth saving now. The real heroes are the asteroids we hit along the way. Oh, thank you so much for the snack. Ah, it's cheese and bacon shapes. Excellent. I love these things. The real heroes, the asteroids you hit along the way. There's a lot of heroes out in space today. Wait, what's on the bingo? Wait, shit, what's on the bingo? What did I miss? Okay, we're 10 seconds in. Yeah, I think they are in its shapes. They're good, that's what I can tell you. The cheese and bacon ones are dangerous though, because they smell really good. You can't smell them, but the problem is, because the cheese and bacon dust gets on your fingers, and then you just want to eat your fingers. You gotta be careful of that. Don't eat your fingers. I'm gonna get rid of the thief integrity expires and it is done. We know that it's done. So power is remaining pretty stable. Asteroids staying away for now, which is appreciated. Steam in these turbines, it's pretty much non-existent, which is good. We don't want steam in these turbines. Well, that was a big rock, but it got stopped, so it's okay. A lot of resources were spent to build this ship, it just occurred to me. For 90 seconds. The double big rock that stops the one shield deep, that would make sense. Isn't it also in theory a triple? Bacon here, no. We're not there yet. What happens if there's a triple big rock? Is that possible? Okay, we don't talk about triple big rocks then, I see. Right, okay. Probability, my old friend and nemesis. Quadruple rocks, that's also possible. You see a thing and it's blue, is it the shields? I think 400 is the best we got it at so far. Oh wait, Ghost, are you playing I Spy? Like I Spy with my little eye? Something that's blue? Well, that's supposed to be something starting with an a letter. Which, you know, that's a Kiwi game. I'm sure everyone else plays these games. You know, as a child, I spy with my little eye something beginning with G. And then everyone tries to guess what the child meant, and then it turns out the child doesn't know how to spell. Something starting with G. What is it? Car! You. And does my ship have enough water? Yeah, it's got enough. It's got plenty of water. It still hasn't even gone through half of it. There's a million blue things in here, that's true. No, it's the tape of that song. You know, I'm blue, da boo dee da boo da. That song. So, no. I'm not going to start promoting the next series until I'm done with this. Until we win this, I'm not promoting the next series. I started promoting it last time, and that was a mistake. You should never promote a series before you're done with the last one. Fish! It's good fish. One thing I should probably do is make sure these are all topped up with antimatter. I didn't think it was going to be running out, but it's not going to run out if you top them all up. No. I don't think so. I don't... Look, just because someone upsets you doesn't mean they should be muted temporarily. However, I'm not entirely fond of you telling me to mute people. You know? I'm the sort of person that plays a game when I get told to ban someone for doing a thing they didn't like. I actually threaten to ban the other... Well, I don't threaten to ban them. I just report the other person who's going, ban this person because they're playing a troll champ. I'm like, cool. Report you for being a jerk. That's who I am. So glad I don't play League anymore. Ban SeiferKatt, God, ban myself as well. Oh, I know. I know what you're saying. No! No, it reset! Why? I don't know why it reset. Ban Seifer from chat? Yeah, you should. Top right? Was it? Okay. We could probably do, because these steam turbines aren't all being utilized, we could probably knock another one like that. What's up, Soulburn? War cow. What the hat? So I'm cheating today. I had this up before, just so you know. Seif's integrity expires and it is done. I had a countdown where I was trying to at least get the next level of science done so I can try and do this. Turns out that wouldn't have been enough, so it doesn't matter. So I've cheated to get this far because it turns out I need to do the science like 2 or 3 more times to be able to build a ship fast enough. And I'm frankly not doing that. So rather than doing that and like stressing myself out because I can't start the next project, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to cheat. I gave away all my integrity and we're just cheating. The hat is the symbol of my cheatery. Yes, it is. I'm not sure why black hat is the symbol of my cheatery, but it is. So I've decided if ever I'm doing anything dodgy on stream, then I gotta wear the hat. I don't know if this is a thing I'm ever going to do again, but hopefully not. But I realized it would be another, like, 5 to 10 streams of me doing absolutely nothing to finish this, and I wasn't happy with that. Alright, we're going to do what the shirt. What the shirt. Hopefully nothing will crash while we're gone. If that number is not lower by the time we come back, I am sad. Today's shirt is Visit Meow to Space, which is appropriate because we are visiting Meow to Space. I love this shirt. It's a good shirt. Could just leave my PC running for 3 days. No, not really. I don't want to. I'm not the sort of person who does that. Visit Meow to Wilds. Yeah, okay, Wes. I'm not playing Mune Base. Honestly, if you keep it up, I'm not going to play it on principle. I mean, I'm already not playing it, let's be fair. Out of curiosity, how long are we away from God Ash? I have to say, it jumps around a little bit. Have I played Learning Factory? I do not think so. Let's have a look. What's Learning Factory? I should be able to Alt-Tab, because I can see what's going on like, OBS. Learning Factory. It's on my wish list, but it doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to play it. It's a game about making cats happy. Yes, I've seen that one. It's got conveyor belts! Yeah, I've seen that one. I haven't bought it or played it, but I have got it on my wish list. Whether it's actually something I play or buy, I don't know. I've got like a couple of hundred things on my wish list, and I'm probably not going to buy most of it. Every now and then I delete like 20 things off it, and I'm not going to play the things that I add onto it either. Like some things I got on my wish list, I'm like, why did I put that there? I don't want to play that game. But what if it goes on sale? I'm like, it's gone on sale like 4 times. Oh, there's double big rocks there. There are so many good games that are complete, and there are so many good games that are still early access that are still really good to play at this point. My general rule of early access is I'm only going to play it if I, like, you got to remember early access games may never finish. And my rule is, if this game never finished, would I still be happy that I bought it? Like, if it never got any more upgrades, we're halfway there, guys. Would I still be happy that I spent money on it? And in most cases, the answer is yeah. Like when I buy the game. No, in most cases, the answer is no, sorry. But like, for instance, Factorio. Was I happy when the game was early access? Yeah, because I had a whole bunch of stuff that I was really happy with. But yeah, just don't buy things until they're actually in a position where if they never got any more updates, you'd be happy with it. Because that happens, as we all know. A lot of games just never get... A lot of games never get an update after they're done. Like, they get an update, a couple updates, and then they go, oh, we're never updating this again. But they never tell you that. They just never get updated ever again. And, yeah, people are really angry about it. If it gets halfway, I think it can get all the way. Yeah, barring... Now it's just randomness. But... You know, it's like people are like, developer stole my money. No, you just spent your money poorly. You know, you trusted someone you shouldn't have. And... Look, I mean, I've spent my fair share of games that are, like, not good, incomplete, shouldn't have been released. I've bought my fair share of Molyneux games. Just a bit of a dig at Molyneux for no real reason there. But yeah, it's just like, don't buy games when they come out, unless they're good, or like you absolutely must have it. And if you do that, just expect that you may be disappointed. And that's on you, you know? Caveat emptor, buyer beware. Assuming that was the correct Latin, in which case, sorry about your farm? Okay, so the autosave just saved, so if it craps out here, I can just load this autosave and I'll get a different pattern of rocks. So I call this a win at this point. Also, I've realized that once the ship's going at that speed, I just vanish. I didn't know that happens. I guess that makes sense. It stops it from being like, think I've won? Yeah, but I've won with an asterisk, haven't I? That's the problem. And that asterisk will haunt me, and you guys, you can get a snack when we get there. They've got like a really good bread roll where we're going. And I can never really say I finished space exploration, at least not until I play it again and deal with arcospheres in a better way. Making the ship is the challenge, not grinding science? I guess. Maybe. Dating is like early access. Things aren't promised to get much better. Be with someone or play in early access if you like who they are right now. True. And sometimes, you know, the person's not who you thought they were when they finally release. You know? People change. People hide who they are. My wife likes to remind me that I made a lot of promises when we were early dating, and knows it didn't happen. Because it didn't. But I think she just likes teasing me. Which is very important early on in a relationship. You know? Even subs can be timed out. Oh, no. An emitter absolutely needs replacing. I wouldn't have given them you guys that emote if I didn't think that it would be used. I gave you guys that emote to use, and I'm happy that you are using it. Okay, 1 minute to go. We are 9/10ths of the way there. What about the emitter at Calidus, if that would have happened? Yeah, that would also be timed out, unfortunately. Look, we'll have a look at Calidus. It's fine. All the emitters are working. Okay? Okay, Tara? Are you cool? Go. Just stare at Tower's name. You know what? I really like that the emote bounces across the screen when you guys use that. That's fun. 20 seconds. I swear to God, if it breaks here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done. At this point, something's in my throat. It's really awkward. Thank you, thank you. This is much better than the sad trombones we were getting before. We killed a few biters. Oh, and a lot of small asteroids. There's one other victory condition, absolutely. I have finished. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. How many times did I die? 4 times. It's not as bad as I thought. We killed a lot of rocks. We killed a lot of things. I did it. I did finally do it. A lot of construction bots were killed. A lot of fires were killed. A lot of spawners were killed. If we go continue. Okay, you were saying check the... Thank you everyone for the sound effects, I really appreciate it. So what does the expedition journal say now? I built an extremely fast and powerful spaceship and activated the distortion drive. It took a while for the drive to stabilize into a practical FTL state, but once I did, I was able to enter cryosleep for the subsequent journey home to a galaxy far, far away. I leave behind an autonomous interstellar empire built from the ground up by my own hand. My legacy in this space will live on. And we're done. That's it. So thank you everyone for, you know what? Just threw that hat away. Change the disco ball. What do you mean? Off. What, like change recipe? Wait, where's my ship? Oh, it's over here. Not quite the direction we're supposed to be going. Kind of fun though. Any particular reason why it's here? Well, anyway, thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate you joining me on finishing space exploration. I really appreciate having you here. It's awesome. It's a random location. Awesome. If you've enjoyed today, please do consider giving a follow. Next off, what we're going to be doing is running a base game of Factorio with... Can we go home? No! We live here now. We're going to be playing base game Factorio, so no major conversions, except we are going to be playing with a single belt where it's all connected, and hopefully we can try and get a sushi belt working that isn't absolutely slow. I don't know how long this one's going to run for, but it'll probably be not nearly as long as the last two runs. So that is what we're going to be doing starting on Thursday. If you are new here, please do consider giving a follow if you've enjoyed today. Thank you very much, SeiferKatt.
Kicking, for goodness!
Really appreciate the follow. Yeah, so do consider following if you've enjoyed the content and the banter. I know today was a little bit of a weird episode because it was a final episode, but, you know, usually it's a little bit less stressed. Well, sometimes a little bit less stressed. Who really knows? If you're already following, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate having you here as always. If you are wanting to support the channel and myself, you spag! If you want to support me and the channel, you can of course subscribe or donate, but do not feel like you have to. Never feel like you have to. I'm going to keep playing Factorio regardless, except when I'm not. That's how things are. Ribbon World Warptorio next. I don't even know what Warptorio is, but not next, no. After that, we'll discuss that. But hey, look, you can also find me in the Discord channel, which the link is found if you click right there. And that's where you can find me outside of my normal streaming hours. If you want to discuss Ribbon World Warptorio and tell me what that is, you can absolutely do that there. And because I hope the next run won't be nearly as long as this one. I got a couple of ideas what's after that, but you know, like they say, you don't talk about it until you're there. What else? You can also view this series on youtube.com/SeiferKatt from the very first episode all the way to this episode. It'll be done. And hey, if you want to watch C Block, you can do that too. That is almost done being uploaded. I got really behind on the uploads on that. And I still haven't caught up because I'm lazy. I got no excuses really. And besides that, I am done for the night. So thank you everyone so much for being here at the end. It was a little bit stressful, but we got there. The ship made a thing. We got there, and life is good. Yeah. So anyway, everyone take care. There's already a past remote. Everyone take care. Check that emitter on Calidus. You know it's a problem. You got to replace it. That is my favorite meme for this series. I'm sure there are others that I've forgotten about. Look, you know what? Everyone just spam suns. That seems the appropriate way to end this. That's a Dorito. That's almost a sun. I think Panda was having problems getting the sun emote working before. But a victory lap to Calidus. No, it's too far away. Look, guys. Look, I really appreciate this. I could have just been playing this on my own and just solidly staring at a computer screen for hours, but you guys have inspired me to just keep working on this. You've given me so much entertainment. That's a nuclear sun. That's probably bad. Probably don't want that. And you've made it so much more fun for me. So I hope that, you know, I've entertained you while doing this. I hope you've, you know, at some point laughed at something stupid that I've done, or shaken your head, or something that gave you some enjoyment. Even if I was only on in the background as you're playing your own game of Factorio or doing work, I mean, I appreciate the support of you just being here. Anyway, that's sappy enough for the day, I reckon. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching. For some reason, I'm going to save now. I don't know why. And I'll catch you all another time. Hopefully for the next stream, or maybe just anything else that I'm doing. You know, it's up to you. I don't have modify an emote. I can get modify an emote. I'll get it for you next time. Okay, I'll get modify an emote for you. I didn't think anyone wanted it, so I didn't have it on. Anyway, bye everyone.